To be or not to be. 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 And we all know that one. That's from Shakespeare. As Hamlet postulates in a soliloquy, an existentialist anagoresis is done singly, individually, internally, and unseen. To be or not to be. To exist, or to not exist at all. To be or not to be. Because the unreal never is, and the real never is not. To be or not to be. The unreal never is. The artificial, the phony, the manufacturing, the fake, the fork-tongued deception, the lies from the snake, they're not real, they're non-real, they're unreal, and therefore they do not exist, they never have been, they cannot be, because the unreal never is, and the real never is not. To be or not to be. So what does that mean, the real never is not? Well, if the unreal never is, does not exist, cannot be, then the real never is not, always is, must be, not be. So what is real? Physical, material, tangible. All of you people in me, real must have mass, take up space, be affected by gravity, must be movable, changeable, disposable, just like you people in me. But what is the thing that makes you and me real? A brain, a body, a heart with which to feel, a soul which has us face the eastern rising sun and kneel and bathe in the moonlight when it is time to heal, and has us charting the stars, laying on our backs watching God, waiting for her to reveal to us all of the light of the universe one by one until the veil of darkness is lifted and my soul expands, growing from a point where it began as a tiny fraction of the breath of the Creator, the blood of my ancestors, the love of my father, the pain of my father, the advice of my brother, the smile of my sister, a feeling that holds me and shakes me and shivers like the rhythm of the starfishes slipping through the universe's rivers. To be or not to be. Does that apply to blood memory? Because if my brain can make my mouth make the sounds that you hear, and if your soul or your spirit can be touched by a word or a phrase or an absurd thought barely illegibly scribbled on a page and recited a cappella on a stage, and you feel it, does that not make it real? An audience full of beings conscious, cognizant, sentient of their own free will and accord, all who really paid unreal money to really get in the unreal door. People with PhDs and some people with university degrees, some PhDs, some MAs, and people with university degrees, some PhDs, people with MAs and some MCs and some DJs, people who have lives, people who think and create, people who reach for a pen and a pad out of anger, never participate in hate nor retaliate for the stares, slurs, sticks and stones, or the collective bruising of a million broken bones, or the flashes of crusaders burning civilians in their homes. To be or not to be. How can it be unreal if it is something inside of me? A memory, a vision, a spliff-induced dream of letters, breaths, syntax, words, diction, and speech that motivates and animates and lets you know just what I think, feel, and hear. Now how can that be? Telling me that all this poetry and all these people are not even real. Because the unreal never is. That is, you wish that it would not be, that it could not be, that my existence would never have been eternally. But I'm not going to let you do that to me. Because my poetry is the text and verse of a voice familiar yet unseen, the connection between my heart and my brain, the feelings of an entire community. Some urbane, some profane, some poets rap so tight they'll unravel the mysteries of the entire universe, you'll go insane. Because the unreal never is, and the real never is not. To be or not to be. To be or not to be. To be or not to be. To subsist. To persist. Or to truly, truly, truly exist. To be or not to be. Thank you.